One of the things that I wanted to mention though about E. coli, and really the point that I wanted to make here is that the amount of sampling we do influences how we interpret that data, and it influences our understanding of that water body. So this is August at Thompson's West End Park in Washburn. And here is the 126 criteria, here's the 236. So if we get above this, that's an advisory rate. We tell people, be cautious in swimming there. If we have 5 samples in a month that average out to be higher than 126, that also would trigger an advisory month. These samples right here, there was 3 inches of rain before this sampling event. It was 94 degrees, kind of prime conditions for high E. coli. But if we limit our sampling, you might not catch that. So it just kind of makes the case for, as we work to interpret our data, the amount of data that we have is really important in our understanding of water bodies. So we use bacteria data for 2 purposes. One is to give people good guidance on if they should swim or not on that particular day. But the other way that we use this bacteria data is to identify if a water body should be impaired or not. And we do that by taking a look at monthly data from the last 5 years, so everything we sampled in May over the last 5 years, and compare it to that standard. And this is the reason why in 2008, Thompson's West End was on the impaired waters list. When we revisited that data in 2012, it came off the impaired waters list. And again, all that data is available online. So again, overall, really high quality waters in Bayfield County. There are some impaired waters. These are impaired primarily due to mercury. The last 3 on the list here are proposed for delisting. And I'm just going really fast here because I want to give Randy some time as well. We do have some water quality data in Chequamegon Bay and Lake Superior proper as well. I think that Randy's going to talk about that a little bit more, so I'll kind of save that for him. But one thing I also wanted to let people know is that we're going to be doing some more extensive monitoring in Southfish Creek this year. We have very little data in this watershed, and we thought it was important to get some more baseline information in Southfish. So we're working with Northland College to gather information at 3 sites. This is Southfish at 137, this is Southfish at Colby Road, and this is that unnamed tributary also off Colby Road. So for reference, here's 63, here's 118, here's the highway, here's Northfish up here. So at these 3 sites, we're going to be visiting those in conjunction with Northland about 2 times from April until October. Going to be sampling for E. coli, nutrients, and water quality. Going to try to hit some high flow events as well to understand what's happening there. And at 6 sites throughout this watershed, we're also going to be sampling fish and macroinvertebrates. So hope to get that all done in 2015. So in closing, the information and the data that we have suggests that most surface waters in Bayfield County are high quality and they're meeting water quality standards. The amount of water quality monitoring that we can do, our capacity for collecting that data is limited. And one of the things that I didn't mention enough and wanted to in this presentation is that the partnering that we do with, say, Northland College, with the Bad River Watershed Association to get more data and consistent data is absolutely essential, and we really welcome that. And so just wanted to point that out as well.